Hello everybody, this is NV by Cat, and I'm going to be playing, actually not playing, but showing you some of the creatures I created in Spore. So here we go. And I'm going to leave the sound on this time because I actually turned the volume down low enough on the actual game that you'll actually be able to hear it without much problem. Now I'm going to move my microphone a bit. It's not a real microphone, it's part of my headset. Actually. I made a bunch of creatures in Spore, and, well, me and my little sister, she would be here, but it's like really late at night, and she usually goes to bed before now, so we made some creatures. So I'm going to show you some of the creatures I made and how to make them. Sort of. While it connects, do nothing. I actually have 3 planets going at the same time. This one's mine. This one's mine. It's in civilization stage. This one's still in creature stage. That one's still in creature stage. That's the one my little sister decided to start playing. We didn't start at the cell stage, which was kind of stupid on my part, but eh. I thought it was going to crash like it did last time, but we have a bunch of open planets here, and most of them look pretty much the same, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted a planet with purple water. That would have been totally freaking cool. But all of them have like uniform blue water or greenish water, and it's like, I wanted purple water because purple's like my favorite color. Anyway. These are the buildings I created. Factory, fun place, house, and town center, and that's the creature that's living in those areas. But what I'm going to show you is one of my favorites actually is called a Skag. It's called a Skag because it's actually based after a creature from Borderlands 2, so I'm going to show that to you. It was created using this mouth, Diet Trap. It's an omnivore mouth, because none of the carnivore mouths look anything like it. The Felizard eyes. The legs are, I believe, Yumstick, I think. He has the Dirt Charger's feet, which is perfect for him. You'll notice he has the level 5 spit coming out of his shoulder pad there, which is actually in the next page. He has 2 narwhal corns, and then the curtain horn. The only reason I put the narwhal corn horns on him was so that he had a better charge. Oh, and he has the Reaper mantises for the backs of his feet. And since I couldn't really color him properly, I felt kind of bummed out. He has the bone tablets for his back and his sides here. And then he has a whipwick for his tail. And he actually looked really cool. So I'm going to show him to you. And this is what the babies look like with their impossibly large eyes, which is really kind of cute. And actually, if you listen to him, he does sound a lot like an actual Skag, which I thought was really cool. He sounds a lot like a Skag, and he looks a lot like a Skag. I really like it. I'm hoping to see it in gameplay at some point, because it's really kind of a cool creature. I really like him. I think I did a really good job on this paint. He's a fantastic little creature. He has Bite 5. Charge 2, strike 4, spit 5. He can charm. He can dance. Look at him dance. So freaking cute. And he can sing. Not very well, but he can sing. He can sprint. He has a mating call. A very obnoxious mating call. And he can see. Fantastic, isn't it? But his complexity is almost at full, so I can't put anything possibly more on him. He's a fantastic little creature. I really love him. I'll show you the ones that me and my sister made in another stream because I want her to actually be awake so you can see the creator of them. But he's a neat little creature, isn't he? I'm again really proud of some of my creations here. Let me see. How did I do that again? Oh, my bad. This is a Griffin. I named it Kichara for a reason. It's actually a reference to a book that I've read. The Griffin series by Mercedes Lackey. So if you actually read that, you'll actually get the reference of why I called the Griffin Kichara. So let's just jump right into it. I use the Skexy Beast. I actually get what that means now. It's the Skeksis from the Dark Crystal movie. I used the Bone Eye for the eyes because I felt that fit very well. Again, I believe I used either the Stego Piggy or the Young Stick legs. I don't remember exactly, but I want to say it was the Young Stick because it's one of my favorite ones to use for four-legged creatures because it actually looks like a four-legged creature. For the front feet, I used the elevator claws. The back feet, more paw, I believe. Was it more paw or four paw? I don't know. Let me look. It's just. Yeah, it's the four paw. My bad. For all the extremities, for the attacks, there's actually a hidden piece here that's actually the Reaver Mantis, so it has strike. Pretty badass little critter, if I do say so myself. And then it's got Peacock for right here, and Feather Ferns for the tail. And these little things are actually Rockneys. I thought it kind of fit. And then it's got the best wings in the game, the Cassawaries. I don't know if I'll actually ever see this in the game, considering all things, but I think it's a really cool looking critter. Here, I'll show you how ridiculous the eggs look because it's actually kind of funny. The little babies, their wings are ridiculous. It doesn't even look like they would be able to fly. Look at them. It's ridiculous. It's just freaking ridiculous. But yeah, if you want to know the meaning behind the name Kichara, just go look at the Mercedes Lackey series, the Griffin series. Black Griffin, White Griffin, Silver Griffin. Look that up. You'll figure it out. But don't save. I didn't do anything to it. So yeah, that's Kichara. And then I used the bone plates for from the other ones. Same. So she flies very well. Some of the other creations that I'm really proud of are, I don't really like showing that one off because it looks kind of silly. So, but I am going to show off my axe beak because that one I'm really cool. I really like it. I mean, it doesn't look anything like the axe beak from Dungeons and Dragons, not really, but I called it that because I thought it would be kind of cool. I basically took the Skexy Beast and extended it out. Then I had the same eyes as the other one. The bone eyes. They just seem, you know, appropriate. And then, again, I use the same legs. And I use these feet. I gave it a small horn on the top of its head so it had strike. Or charge, I think. And then it too has the Reaper Mantis on its tail. You can barely see it. It also has the Feather Fern and the Cassowary. The Feather Ferns and the Cassowary. And he's blue and he's tall and he looks very dangerous. And I actually saw him in one of my games the other day while I was playing as my Vaughn Bizardi tribal stage, and actually I made one of the alphas my pet, so that was kind of fun. But it's a really cool looking critter if, you know, it takes a lot of body shaping and stuff and all that, but yeah, I made him mostly blue, and with a hint from my mother, I turned one of the things yellow and it turned the beak yellow, so I was really happy about that. Really happy about that. And he, as you can see, he's very tall. He's a very tall beastie. And as you see, he strikes with his tail too. So, another one of my creations. As you can see, my very first creature was the Vaughn, and I named it after the person who actually gave me the game as a gift. His character, I named it after his character Vaughn from Tales from the Borderlands. Really nice guy. I love him so much. I believe it was Moneyman Vaughn, I think was his Tumblr name. I freaking love the guy. Love the guy to death. And I'm so fucking happy. I was so fucking happy. I named my first creature after him. And there's the lizard. There's his progression. And that's the Bizardi before, and then I evolved him a little more, and then there, and now that's what he looks like in Civilization stage. Here, I'll show you. You see, he's very tall, so he like doesn't fit in the screen. But as you can see, he's got a lot of strange parts. I gave him a tail because his butt would look very bare otherwise. And he's a very dangerous little bird, don't be fooled. I gave him the rings because when I took them away, he got very sad. He got this like, oh, very sad look at his face. It was so sad. But yeah, anything you find that you see that you want to use, just, there's my tag, Envy Senpai Cat. Just find it that way. Bluebird is pretty much the same as Axbeak, except he's shorter. Beastor, I just wanted to create some kind of beastie critter. Here, I'll show it to you, just because. It's supposed to be like a cattish, doggish thing. I didn't know what I was thinking, but I used the sharky mouth, the gem on its back, spit here, that there, raptor claws, and a big huge frickin' mace tail of doom. And that's his coloring. He's not a very pretty guy. He's just supposed to be a beast. Literally a beast. He's not very pretty. He's not as pretty as some of my other creatures. He's kind of silly. He's kind of silly. And he has this high-pitched squeaky voice that's just so obnoxious. But, I don't know what happened to my skunky. There's supposed to be a skunky on here, but I don't see it. Maybe I'm doing it wrong? Maybe I'm doing it wrong? I don't see my skunky, frankly. There was supposed to be a skunky, but I don't see him. How about just creatures? I mean, because I started out as a skunky. Oh well.